Hi there. This is Alyssa for alyssayoga.com. And today we're going to do a rolling technique that I have lovingly named the bowler. But it is a really delicious sort of neck and trap rollout. And it is super, super helpful if you spend a lot of time on a computer. My husband and I just got a Peloton and we're riding a lot. And I also feel really hunchy forwardy from that as much as I try to adjust my posture. So I feel like this is a helpful complementary component to the hunch. Now, the challenge is to do the bowler, you do need an alpha ball. I will show you an alternate technique towards the end of this video. So if you want to fast forward towards the end, you can. But this is a little bit bigger than your average tennis ball or tune-up ball or a yoga tune-up therapy ball. And the size is important because it gives you clearance for your neck. And you'll see what I mean when we get going. Okay. So this one happens at the wall. Let's head over. So for the bowler, I'd like you to try to find, I can just lift that a little bit. Find this kind of like meaty ridge between the neck and the shoulder here, the shoulder, that place that you really want to massage. When somebody comes up behind you and starts digging their thumb in, that's what we're going to roll on. So I'm going to tap my collarbone here and then put the ball just behind it. So it's just on the front side of that meaty ridge there. And then I'm going to try to find a place on the wall where I can bend my front knee a little bit, bend my knees, lean into it. I have the back corner of my head on the wall. And then with the bottom arm, I'm just going to bowl the bottom arm through. This is why we call it the bowler, because that reaching through is going to help you turn the torso and drag that ball from the front of your body onto the back of your body and press that trapezius back onto the upper back where it belongs. And now once you get it, and it can be kind of funky the first few times you try it, I usually have to walk around a lot in class when I teach it, but then once people get it, they want it all the time because it feels super luscious and amazing. This was actually shown to me in yoga tune-up teacher training by a gal named Casey Easton out of Toronto. She is a great Instagram follow. Just really cool and sassy. I love cool and sassy chicks. But you want to do anywhere from 5 to 12. And really, if you're going to push in, get that nice firm pressure towards the back of the body. Okay? And then what you'll probably notice, super fun part of this experiment, is that when you stand up and look at the height of your shoulders, you may notice the one that you rolled is significantly lower than the one that you haven't. So take a sec to look in the mirror if you want to. All right. So I'm just going to show you the bowler on the other side. Take the ball, maybe pound it on your collarbone, right? Okay, that's not it. We're going to go above it, just onto the front side of that meaty ridge between the neck and the shoulder. I'll show you a back view for this one. So again, you got to kind of finagle your way into place so that you can get some good pressure on the ball. You're not straining the neck, but your head might act as a little pivot point here. And then I'm going to drag it to the back of the body. And if it helps to bowl the bottom hand through to get that leaning, turning rotation, I would suggest bowling a couple times. And you might notice that the left side tells a slightly different story than the right side. If you're going to push in really deep, I encourage you to go super slow, especially if you're one of those pressure junkies and self-massage. I'll try not to moan too much because I know it gets awkward. I took a few workshops with T.S. Little. You can take workshops with him online. He's out of Arizona. He's amazing. But he moans a lot when he talks. Ooh. And then I started doing it without even realizing it. Okay. So that is the bowler. And then if I check out my shoulders, yes, they have dropped. They have both dropped to an even level. And the strain that I feel on my neck and my head position in general, for me, has lessened dramatically. Now, if you don't have this ball and you're fast forwarding and you want to see the other version without it, grab a smaller ball. Tune-up ball, I prefer because it's rubber and grippy and it's not going to slide out from underneath you, as opposed to a tennis ball that can go flying sometimes. But I'm grabbing my tune-up ball. Ta-da! And I'm going to grab a block. And what the block's going to do is it's going to provide clearance for my head, because if I try to do the bowler here, I can't get enough pressure because my head and neck just don't bend that way. So what I can do, this is a static position now. We can't really bowl with this, but we can hold the pressure and it will feel really nice. As I'm going to put the ball on the front outer corner, the front low outer corner of this block in that quadrant, so that I can get my shoulder under the block and my neck ahead of the block. And then I can just lean and drive some pressure in. Okay, so again, there's a little bit of a lunge in the legs. And then I can just push kind of up and back. And as I hold that, I might even turn my head a little bit if that's okay with my neck. I might move that arm back on the side that I'm working on. I might rotate the arm, kind of drag the elbow back, and see if that helps me excavate any super sticky spots. Okay, so just so you see it, it's just kind of pressing in like that. Same spot, just above the collarbone on the front of that meaty ridge. I'll show it from the other direction, and then that'll be our video. Block. Front lower corner. Lunge. Oops. Sorry, I don't know if you got the ringing of that call that came in, but I'll answer them later. All right, so ball, front lower corner. And just lean. Remember that you can move the head and neck. You do not want to cause pain, but if you feel a delicious yawning sensation, a nice juicy release, that's fine. Remember that you can move the arm, you can rotate the arm, drag the elbow back. You start to feel as you move the shoulder joint, as you move the neck, how intimately connected the shoulders and neck actually are. So that is it. That is your bowler, or a modification for the bowler if you don't have the alpha ball. If you need help getting balls, just go to my website, alyssayoga.com, ALYSSA yoga.com. And then there's a big link that says buy balls, and you can go right through there and get all the tools you need. Be well.